The 119th Psalm. Blessed are the upright in the way, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are they who keep his testimonies, and who seek him with the whole heart. They also do no iniquity, they walk in his ways. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy commandments carefully. O that my ways were directed, to keep thy statutes. Then I shall not be ashamed, when I have respect unto all thy commandments. I will praise thee with uprightness of heart, when I have learned thy righteous judgments. I will keep thy statutes. O do not forsake me completely. With what shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed according to thy word. With my whole heart I have sought thee. O let me not wander from thy commandments. I have hidden thy word in my heart, so that I might not sin against thee. Blessed art thou, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. And with my lips I have declared all the judgments of thy mouth. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. I will think upon thy commandments, and have respect to thy ways. I will delight myself in thy statutes, and I will not forget thy word. Deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live and keep thy word. Open thou my eyes, so that I may behold wonderful things out of thy law. I am a stranger in the earth. Do not hide thy commandments from me. My soul breaks for the longing that it has unto thy judgment at all times. Thou hast rebuked the proud who are cursed, who go astray from thy commandments. Remove cursing and scorn from me, for I have kept thy testimonies. Princes also sat and spoke against me, but thy servant thought upon thy statutes, and thy testimonies also are my delight and my advisers. My soul clings to the dust. Give me life according to thy word. I have declared my ways, and thou didst hear me. Teach me thy statutes, and make me to understand the way of thy commandments. So I shall talk of thy wonderful works. My soul weeps itself away for grief. Strengthen me according to thy word. Remove from me the way of lying, and grant me thy law graciously. I have chosen the way of truth. I have laid thy judgments before me. I have stuck to thy testimonies. O Lord, do not put me to shame. I will run the way of thy commandments, when thou shalt enlarge my heart. O Lord, teach me the way of thy statutes, and I shall keep them unto the end. Give me understanding, and I shall keep thy law. Yea, I shall observe it with my whole heart. Cause me to walk in the path of thy commandments, for I delight in them. Bow my heart to thy testimonies, and not to unjust gain. Turn away my eyes from seeing vanity, and in thy way give me life. Make thy word sure to thy servant, who is devoted to thy fear. Turn away my shame which I fear, for thy judgments are good. Behold, I have longed after thy commandments. In thy righteousness give me life. And let thy mercies come to me, O Lord, even according to thy salvation, according to thy word. So I shall have something to answer him who mocks me, for I trust in thy word. And take not the word of truth utterly out of my mouth, for I have hoped in thy judgments. So I shall keep thy law continually forever and ever. And I will always walk in a broad place, for I seek thy commandments. I will speak of thy testimonies also before kings, and will not be ashamed. And I will delight myself in thy commandments which I have loved. Also I will lift up my hands to thy commandments which I have loved, and I will think upon thy statutes. Remember the word unto thy servant, upon which thou hast caused me to hope. This is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word has given me life. The proud have utterly scorned me, yet I have not turned aside from thy law. I remembered thy judgments of old, O Lord, and have comforted myself. Honor has taken hold upon me because of the wicked who forsake thy law. Thy statutes have been my songs in the house of my pilgrimage. I have remembered thy name, O Lord, in the night, and have kept thy law. This I had, because I kept thy commandments. Thou art my portion, O Lord. Thou art my portion. I have said that I would keep thy words. I look for thy favor with my whole heart. Be merciful unto me according to thy word. I thought on thy ways, and turned my feet unto thy testimonies. I made haste and did not delay to keep thy commandments. The bands of the wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy law. At midnight I will rise to give thanks unto thee, because of thy righteous judgment. I am a companion of all who fear thee, and of those who keep thy commandments. O Lord, the earth is full of thy mercy. Teach me thy statutes. And thou hast dealt well with thy servant, O Lord, according to thy word. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed thy commandments. Before I was afflicted I went astray, but now I have kept thy word. Thou art good, and doest good. Teach me thy statutes. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy commandments with my whole heart. Their heart is without feeling, like fat, but I delight in thy law. It is good for me that I have been afflicted, so that I might learn thy statutes. The law of thy mouth is better to me than thousands of gold and silver. Thy hands have made me and formed me, and give me understanding, so that I may learn thy commandments. They who fear thee will be glad when they see me, because I have hoped in thy word. I know, O Lord, that thy judgments are right, and that thou hast afflicted me in faithfulness. I pray thee, let thy merciful kindness be for my comfort, according to thy word unto thy servant. Let thy tender mercies come unto me, so that I may live, for thy law is my delight. Let the proud be ashamed, for they twisted me to cause my lying. But I will think upon thy commandments. Let those who fear thee turn to me, and those who have known thy testimonies, let my heart be sound in thy statutes, so that I may not be ashamed. My soul faints for thy salvation, but I hope in thy word. My eyes fail for thy word, saying, When wilt thou comfort me? For I have become like a bottle in the smoke, yet I do not forget thy statutes. How many are the days of thy servant? When wilt thou carry out judgment on those who persecute me? The proud have dug pits for me, which are not according to thy law. All thy commandments are faithful. They persecute me with lying. Help thou me, O Lord. They have almost finished me upon earth, but I have not forsaken thy commandments. And according to thy loving kindness give me life, so that I may keep the testimony of thy mouth. Forever, O Lord, thy word is settled in heaven. Thy faithfulness is unto all generations. Thou hast founded the earth, and it remains. They stand unto this day according to thy ordinances, for all are thy servants. Unless thy law had been my delight, I should have perished in my affliction. I will never forget thy commandments, for with them thou hast given me life. I am thine, save me. For I have sought thy commandments. The wicked have waited for me to destroy me, but I will think upon thy testimonies. I have seen an end of all perfection, but thy commandment is exceeding broad. O how I love thy law! It is my prayer all the day. Through thy commandments thou hast made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my prayer. I understand more than the old men, because I keep thy commandments. I have kept my feet from every evil way, so that I might keep thy word. And I have not departed from thy judgments. For thou hast taught me how sweet are thy words to my taste, yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Through thy commandments I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. I have sworn, and I will do it, that I will keep thy righteous judgments. I am afflicted very much, O Lord. Give me life according to thy word. I pray thee, take the freewill offerings of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me thy judgments. My life is in my hand daily, yet I do not forget thy law. The wicked have laid a snare for me, yet I do not go astray from thy commandments. I have taken thy testimonies as an inheritance forever, for they are the rejoicing of my heart. I have bowed down my heart to do thy statutes always, even unto the end. I hate doubting thoughts, but thy law do I love. Thou art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy word. Depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my God. Uphold me according to thy word, that I may live. And let me not be ashamed of my hope. Hold me up, and I shall be safe. And I will always have respect unto thy statutes. Thou hast trampled all those who go astray from thy statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. Thou dost put away all the wicked of the earth like waste. Therefore I love thy testimonies. My flesh trembles in fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. I have done judgments and justice. Leave me not to those who crush me. Be a surety for thy servants, and let not the proud press me down. My eyes fail for thy salvation, and for the word of thy righteousness. Deal with thy servant according to thy mercy, O Lord, and teach me thy statutes. I am thy servant. Give me understanding, that I may know thy testimonies. It is time for the Lord to work, for they have broken thy law. Therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. Therefore I count all thy commandments concerning all things to be right, and I hate every false way. Thy testimonies are wonderful, therefore my soul will keep them. The entrance of thy words gives light. It gives understanding to the simple. I opened my mouth and panted, for I longed for thy commandments. Look upon me, and be merciful unto me, Lord, as thou dost usually do unto those who love thy name. Order my steps in thy word, and do not let any iniquity rule over me. Deliver me from the harshness of man. So I will keep thy commandments. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant, and teach me thy statutes. Rivers of water run down my eyes, because they do not keep thy law. But thou art righteous, O Lord, and thy judgments are upright. And thy testimonies that thou hast commanded are righteous and very faithful. My zeal has eaten me up, because mine enemies have forgotten thy words. Thy word is very pure, therefore thy servant loves it. I am small and despised, yet I do not forget thy commandments. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Trouble and anguish have taken hold on me, yet thy commandments are my delights. The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. I cried with my whole heart, Hear me, O Lord. I will keep thy statutes. I cried unto thee, Save me, and I shall keep thy testimonies. I went before the dawning of the morning and cried. I hoped in thy word. My eyes go before the night watches, so that I might think upon thy word. Hear my voice according to thy loving kindness, O Lord. According to thy judgments give me life. They draw near, those who follow after wickedness. They are far from thy law. Thou art near, O Lord, and all thy commandments are truth. Concerning thy testimonies I have known of old that thou hast founded them forever. Look thou upon my affliction, Lord, and deliver me, for I do not forget thy law. Plead my cause, and deliver me according to thy word. Give me life. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they do not seek thy statutes. Great are thy tender mercies, O Lord. According to thy judgments give me life. Many are my persecutors and my enemies, yet I do not turn aside from thy testimonies. I saw the traitors and was grieved because they did not keep thy word. See how I love thy commandments, O Lord. According to thy loving kindness give me life. Thy word is true from the beginning, and every one of thy righteous judgments endures forever. Princes have persecuted me without a cause, but my heart stands in fear of thy word. I rejoice in thy word, as one who finds great spoil. I hate and despise lying, but I love thy law, O Lord. I praise thee 7 times a day because of thy righteous judgments. They have great peace, those who have thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Lord, I have hoped for thy salvation, and have done thy commandments. My soul has kept thy testimonies, and I love them very much. I have kept thy commandments and thy testimonies, for all my ways are before thee. Let my cry come near before thee, O Lord. Give me understanding according to thy word. Let my prayer come before thee. Deliver me according to thy word. My lips shall utter praise when thou hast taught me thy statutes. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness. Let thy hand help me, O Lord, for I have chosen thy commandments. I have longed for thy salvation, O Lord, and thy law is my delight. Let my soul live, and it shall praise thee, and let thy judgment help me.